Good evening and welcome to East Longmeadow High School for tonight's matchup between the Belchertown Orioles and your East Longmeadow Spartans. It is pink night here at East Longmeadow, so everybody's dressed in their bright pink colors for East Longmeadow, and we're just about to kick things off. Belchertown currently an undefeated team as East Longmeadow is looking to change that scenario. Belchertown coming in 8-0-3 in the last matchup. They did beat East Longmeadow 4-2 at home. East Longmeadow is currently, I believe, 4-6-1, and are looking to improve the record to 5-6 this evening as they make their journey towards the states and hopefully the Western Mass tournament as well. So I'm joined alongside Kaylee Lukasic this evening. Kaylee, good to have you.
Happy to be here.
So East Longmeadow starting off aggressively so far, having some offensive zone time. Kaylee, your team coming off a big win last night. I believe, who was that against? B-Town as well, yeah.
Yes.
So big win for the girls.
Absolutely.
And big goal, I believe, for yourself.
Yes.
Late in the
amazing cross by Megan Morneau and just finish it with the knee. So
the knee that
the knee,
is
the knee ball.
from recovery, or
The left knee, actually.
the left knee. All right. So the post ACL tear. Big goal. Was that on your
the 1 year anniversary, yeah.
Wow. Okay,
Against
that's just awesome. That must
Same
have felt
team.
real good.
Yeah.
So now Belchertown making their way into the offensive zone.
Way to
Torna.
clear it. It's all right.
Josh Riley's just going to kick that one out of bounds. Going to be a throw-in on the near sideline for Hill. And he'll throw it straight into the middle, looking for Adzima.
Handball.
It's going to be a free kick now for Patsy Diascoli. .38 minutes left on the game clock. Score is still 0-0 if you're just joining us. Mike Monroe, a quick head ball looking for some space. And now Belchertown going the other way quickly. Marquez sends it out wide. Chased down by Ryan Richards. And looking for a far flag, and that's broken up by Oliveri. Now across, switching fields from Hill. Richards back to help. Biggins gets a foot on it, and Dudley will scoop that one up, no problem. Tyler Dudley, I believe, is making his first start tonight.
I believe so.
AJ Morgado will be taking a rest. I don't believe he's injured, so probably just a switch of goalies this evening.
I believe so, yeah.
Throw in for Belchertown.
Good clearance.
Off the head of Jack Merrigan. Nick Bradley chasing it down with the help of Joe Presnell. Now Adzima. Belchertown working the ball just outside the 18 and across. Looking, and a shot on net. And a goal, a quick one for number 7.
Looks like just some miscommunication there.
Jack Holt buries one early for Belchertown as East Longmeadow failed to clear it, and that's going to put them up 1-0 real early. Well, 3 minutes and 20 seconds. And that one was unassisted for Holt. So East Longmeadow has to respond quickly. In games like these, it's going to be all about the response time. East Longmeadow's got to start winning some games, and they've got to be playing every game like it's their last one at this point. Looking to make a playoff rush, and things got to start clicking. Ryan Richards loses the ball on the far sideline, and Biggins has to clear it. Monroe stepping up. Ball spits out. Belchertown making their way back upfield. Marquez towards the middle, and now out wide to the near sideline to Torna. Torna shielding off Oliveri, looking towards the flag, and Riley. Zach Richard gets beat by Adzima. Adzima's got some space, looking for a cross inside to Holt. And now Torna.
See what Joe can do.
Presnell looks to switch fields and Throws it right to a Belchertown player. Adzima in the middle. Holt.
It's by, is that Merrigan?
I believe that's Merrigan on the clear. Merrigan or Stone?
Yeah, I know the numbers are really difficult to see with the
Yeah, the
cool
pink
jerseys.
jerseys.
Though. I like them.
Very nice, but
Hard to see.
very hard to see the numbers. Now,
Ooh, looks about a
Bagans
foul
is
there.
thrown down. And Torna tries to get a quick shot on net, and that one sails way over the crossbar. Kaylee, so far, I mean, Belchertown's just been dominating right now
For
at this
sure.
point.
I
East
think,
Meadows,
too, just some miscommunication between on the Spartans' defensive line.
yeah, that first goal, bouncing ball, failed clearance, and Tyler Dudley left out to dry. And now Torna has got some space, looks for a through ball to Holt, and scooped up, no problem for Dudley. His punt goes just past the half field mark. Zach Richard looking to step up. Now Belchertown.
Good step by Ben.
Playing keep away.
Ooh.
And across towards Holt. And it finds the foot of
I thought it was
Torna.
outside.
Holt
Step.
gets a little chip shot, a one hop right into the gloves of Dudley. Now Holt, I believe, is the leading scorer for Belchertown. Currently, Mass Live showing him with 12 goals. And
An assist.
yeah, and one assist. So, and by far the leading goal scorer. Pretty much everybody else has no more than 2 goals. Nicholas Adzima has 2 goals, but he's the closest one. So definitely got to watch out for Jack Holt tonight.
Absolutely.
As he already has 1 on the evening, so make that 13. And a long throw in for Howell. Goes right up top the PK mark and spits all the way back. And a rip goes off the back of Richard. And Oliveri has to clear Joe
Good touch
Presnell
by
with some
Joe.
good screening.
Just see if we can get it down.
And now another
Good.
cross. Diascoli's got to get a foot on it. Smart play there. That definitely would have ended up on the foot of Holt, and he would have had a free breakaway
Yes.
towards the net. Whistle, and it's going to be a free kick for Belchertown just around the midfield mark.
It's going to be interesting to see if the Spartans can come together and stay composed.
Yeah, I'm not seeing a lot of offensive attack right now. They seem to be outnumbered all the time when the
Yeah.
ball gets past the half field mark. And now a
Nice.
shot from number 3, Borelli, and it goes left of the post. But it went off,
It's a
I
corner,
believe,
yeah.
of East Elmhurst player. Free corner kick for Belchertown. I didn't see it go off anybody, but I'm sure the refs have a better view than us, even though I think our view's pretty solid up here. And a low liner.
Clearance by Zach Richards. Let's see what Michael can do.
Mike Monroe, a 1-on-2.
Using his speed.
And a great defensive breakup by Howell. Torna
Ooh,
goes backwards, and now
good.
Holt
Ben.
had
Clearance by
some running
Ben
room.
Biggins.
Ball exits the playing field. A throw in for Belchertown on the far sideline. And a launch right to the foot of Biggins. And now a pass to Holt. Holt takes another shot on that. Dudley slides to his right. And a rebound right to the foot of Torna. And Torna puts it in, no problem. 2-0 Belchertown.
Again, just some miscommunication there.
Well, they're going to call that goal back.
Oh,
Wow, Spartans catch a big
I'll take-
break there.
I think it's because he. Oh, was he off? Guess he was off.
I'm going to say that's an offside. He did look a little off.
Yeah. I don't know if it was because Tyler had the ball in his hands beforehand, but seems like an offsides call.
Spartans catch a big break. Dudley letting up a rebound that could have been extremely costly. But score remains 1-0 with just about 10 minutes have passed.
Touch in front.
Holt, the nice little rollover move, and Zach Richard using his body. Looks to the sideline to Oliveri, and nobody at home. Throw in for Belchertown's number 21, Hill. Throw in goes over the head of Torna and ends up on Riley's foot as he clears it. Oliveri, now Mike Monroe has to chase down the ball at midfield. Belchertown looking for a through ball to Riley. Riley a one-touch to Oliveri, and Oliveri goes down. Joe Presnell has to get back and help. Brendan Stone with a nice slide tackle to break up the pass.
Way to recover back.
Ryan Richards. Jack Merrigan has to step up, and another
Good
shot.
save by Dudley.
Belchertown has gotten quite a few shots on net so far, and not one yet for East Longmeadow. Finally, they get a little bit of zone time. Monroe chases that one down in aggressive play.
Way to apply pressure there.
And Devato has to clear it out.
Michael's so fast.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they got to do tonight. I mean, he's burning their D.
Absolutely.
So I think you just got to get Monroe a little through ball up top and just let him use the speed. I mean, this Belchertown team they seem very connected, a lot of chemistry. They definitely seem very connected.
They have a lot of composure in the midfield and with their front lines, so.
Yeah, definitely shows the record for sure, as they are currently undefeated. And Belchertown once again with the throw-in. And across looking the top of the 18, and Riley punches that one out. Oliveri chasing it down, and he'll send a through ball up to Monroe. Monroe! A little bit of a stop and go. Joe Presnell rips a shot and a one hop right into the hands of Devato. But once again, like we were just talking about, send a through ball up to Monroe. Just let him use the speed.
Yeah, he works hard too, so you never know what you can get off of it.
Yeah, very aggressive physical player in Monroe. Oliveri can't settle it. And a throw in now, and some subs coming in. Quite a few for East Longmeadow. Tyler Retchin, along with Shane Smith. Joe Presnell is in the game with Brendan Stone and Ryan Richards.
Let's see if these subs can turn the game around. Be interesting to see.
We've also Joe McLaughlin entering the game. Throwing off the foot of an East Longmeadow player, and now Jack Merrigan. A give and go.
Good movement by Jack. Oh.
And a pullback move.
Tempted Maradona there.
I forgot all the names for all the moves. I've been retired for quite some years. Chad O'Brien checking out of the announcer's box as he looks to go grab some Chipotle on his way home.
Or some nachos.
Or some nachos. Chad, make sure you go do your review or whatever. Go get some fast food.
I don't think so, no.
Chad O'Brien has left the
He's checked out for
stadium
the night.
very quickly. Oh, my goodness.
Ooh.
Oh! And that did not look good.
Caught up, though. He's good.
Yeah, he's all right.
Good punt by
Dudley.
Dudley.
Way past the half field mark. And it just seems
Ooh.
like, Kaylee, right here, like even right now, it's a 3-on-6 for East
Absolutely,
Longmeadow.
yeah.
I mean, they've got to start, everybody's got to start attacking. It just looks like
sure.
Belchertown is, even though they have the same number of guys on the field, it looks like they have got like 4 more guys on the field.
I think we're playing with one forward or one striker, if I'm correct.
Yeah, it looks to be a 4 and then almost like a diamond in the middle, and then a one up top.
He's playing with the. I don't really know what their back line is.
Or it's a 4-4-1-1. I really don't.
Yeah, it's
I really couldn't tell
I know
you.
it's a 4-back, but let's see what Zach Richards can
Richard
do.
playing out wide to Merrigan, and he cakes a little bit of a shoulder. And ball goes out of bounds, but a throw-in for East Long Meadow on the far sideline.
Merrigan's been making those runs up top, which is really good because is he playing? Oh, he switched. I thought he was playing center.
Yeah,
back
he got
at
moved
first.
up a little bit.
Yeah, which is good because he has the speed. Let's get it down good.
Oliveri playing out wide to Retchin, and he's beat. Hill sends it to Holt, and now a through ball. And a chip shot goes off the uprights and will be a East Long Meadow goal kick.
I think so far these subs have kind of turned the game around for a little bit of time they've been in.
Yeah, definitely been more offensive zone time now than there was at the start of the game.
Sometimes what you need.
Bit of a change of rhythm. Hopefully we'll be in favor of East Long Meadow, and they'll be able to bury one soon. And I believe,
Oh, no, it's okay.
yeah. Goal kick now for Merrigan. Just under 25 minutes remaining in the first half. Belchertown up 1-0.
Go ball, Monroe.
Monroe goes wide to, I believe, McLaughlin. Now McLaughlin has to chase it down. Shane Smith looking to make a play, and it comes back to the foot of Merrigan.
I believe Belchertown's playing a 4-3-3. I think. With one holding and two attacking. Could be wrong though.
It looks pretty.
Seems right.
Seems right, I believe. Yeah, it looks right, based on their current formation. I think back in the day, the Jeff Riley Superstar team, I think we ran a 4-4-2.
Yeah.
Definitely worked for us.
We just switched to that last night. It seemed to work for us offensively.
It's my favorite. Maybe switch in an occasional 4-3-3 if you're feeling a little feisty.
Depending on the team you're playing.
Now the goal kick from Belchertown's Devato. Right to the foot of Retchin. He spins up the sideline, and whistle on the play will be a free kick for East Long Meadow.
Let's see what we can make out of this.
Andrew Oliveri set to take it. Student section getting a little bit rowdy over there.
Lots of pink tonight.
He sends it towards the front post, and it's headed out of bounds by number 12, Belchertown Howell. And a quick throw-in for Oliveri, looking to the foot of Retchin towards the flag. And Retchin a little tripped up, and he puts the ball out of bounds. Howell with a nice play to apply some pressure. And the ball boy looking a little bit clueless. But the ball is finally in, and Devato will have a goal kick for Belchertown.
The kid's like 3.
But I give a lot of respect for number 12 there, Howell. He was very nice. You know, I don't know, if I was out there, I might have been ripping into him. Zach Richard with the head ball. Mike Monroe gets to the foot of McLaughlin. I hope that's McLaughlin. On the far right there.
Recovery by Biggins.
Belchertown switching fields. Diascali has to head it out. And Hanley looking to get involved.
I think that's Ben.
And now Biggins.
Offsides.
Merrigan, an offsides call. The third of the evening for Belchertown. Jack Merrigan. Looking for the head of Mike Monroe. Ben Biggins chasing down Holt. Holt controls the ball and settles it down and sends it back to his D-man. Now across. And Dudley comes out of his net. That seems to be the tactic for Belchertown, is switching fields, keeping the East Long Meadows defense on their toes. Mike Monroe with the header. Now McLaughlin heads it down to Richard. Richard a 1-on-4, and that's easily cleared out. East Long Meadow looking to make things happen.
Seems right now that Belchertown just wants it more than East Long Meadow, so let's just hope that team can come together and just work hard, because it seems right now that Monroe and maybe Biggins are the only ones that
yeah, they're really showing the grit. Yeah, got to get things together. Joe Presnell looking to come back into the game for East Long Meadow, along with some other subs for Belchertown. Number 17 will be entering back into the game, Marquez, along with number 18, Aiden Torna, and number 3 for Joey Borelli. They will be entering back into the game. And Zach Richard will be checking out for East Long Meadow. 19:20 remaining in the first half. Belchertown up 1-0. Student section.
Love and support for Zach Richards.
Mike Monroe chasing it down. A little bit of a shoulder bump. And Oliveri.
Ooh. I don't know if that was out. But
yeah, I think that looked into me too. And free or throw in now for Belchertown, just around the midfield mark. Hill has plenty of time, and just even there, Hill was just standing with the ball.
Yeah.
No pressure applied to him at all.
It just seems in the midfield too, we're giving them a lot of space. I don't know if we need a formation change or just a team to work harder.
Shabelli takes down Adzima. And a free kick for Belchertown just around the midfield mark. And across, looking toward the top of the 18. And Shabelli clears that one.
Clearance by Merrigan. Where's that Sam? No, that's Hanley, I should say, sorry. He called the last names, not the first.
More subs coming in for Belchertown, number 8 and number 11, Asak Kayan, as well as number 11, Luke Gariepi. Once again, I apologize in advance if I'm butchering any of your names. I do it a lot. It's all part of the program. A nice head ball out.
Good clearance, way to step.
Jack Merrigan. Biggins there to help him out, and now Joe Presnell. A 2-on-4 going the other way, and now he has
He's waiting for
Oliveri.
way to get up. Good.
Cross it out wide to Shabelli. And they're going to let that ball go out of bounds. And a throw in now for Belchertown. That one goes over the head of Shabelli. I really hope I'm getting these people right. I can barely see the numbers.
I can't see any better, so.
These bright pink jerseys.
They're cool and all, but I cannot see numbers. I believe they're dry fit too, which is pretty cool.
Hyping up the pink jerseys.
And they wore the white shorts, which are white socks, which are typically away uniforms.
And here comes Holt. coming the other way. He makes a cut move. And a nice defensive play by Diascoli, but will result in a Belchertown corner kick. Belchertown setting up on the far post and a cross. Looking towards the top of the key and looking for a clear is Oliveri. Now Presnell. Starting to see a little bit more of aggressiveness out of East Longmeadow. And that ball is stolen by Howell. Now picked up by Shane Smith. Some good ball movement by East Longmeadow at midfield. Shabelli plays out wide. Now in a 2-on-1 battle. Helping him is Smith.
Some good build up there.
And they lose the ball. Holt.
Ooh.
Diascoli has to step up. Now Holt passing it back to Borelli. Borelli sends it back again, and cross from the defenseman goes off an East Longmeadow player. Now Gariepi. An offside call again on Belchertown. Just under 15 minutes remaining in the first half of the game. Belchertown up 1-0. It's a nice 60-degree evening here at East Longmeadow. Some beautiful fall weather, no wind.
It's a nice night for soccer.
That's for sure. Let's hopefully East Longmeadow can pull out a win. It'll make my night a little bit better. Oliveri spins around and finds the open man. Cross from Oliveri, looking for inside, spits out to Monroe. And now Presnell sends one, good for 3 points.
That's good.
Way over the crossbar. And a timeout taken by East Longmeadow. So far, Kaylee, I mean, Belchertown offensively has been dominating. A couple offside calls has hurt them, but definitely helps East Longmeadow out a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
Dudley had a tough save to make, kind of got let out to dry, and some miscommunication, like you were saying earlier, between the defenders, and East Longmeadow's just got to respond. You know, especially this late in the season and being below 500, they got nothing to lose.
Absolutely.
So you just got to go 100% every single time you got the ball, every 50-50 ball. You know, you should at least make an effort to go get it.
I think too, like being the underdogs, like you would think that would give them just like some motivation and some urgency to want to fight even harder, but it just seems right now that they're not playing as a team and they're not playing composed. In the midfield, there's a lot of space, so they're just building up a lot, combining with their forwards, just getting in behind. So it's going to be interesting to see if we can turn around now or in the second half. Just come together as a team.
And I'm noticing a lot with Belchertown. They're doing a great job of incorporating their D into their offense, and what they're doing is they're sending the ball back and then switching fields, and it's opening up a lot of the field and forces East Longmeadow to kind of open themselves up as well in the defensive zone, and is what's creating those offensive scoring chances for Belchertown. So I look to see that a lot more tonight, and
definitely.
Hopefully East Longmeadow can do some of the same.
Yeah. Belchertown has had some good recognition with when to slow the play down, when to pick up the pace. So hopefully East Longmeadow can just apply more pressure and come together.
Looking to tie this one up for sure before going into the half.
Just looking too, their number 7, Jack Holt, is Super 7 as well, which would explain the 13 goals.
Yeah, Holt definitely the weapon on Belchertown up top. He's got a lot of speed, some nifty moves. And now Joe Presnell with a handball.
That was unintentional. I don't know if I agree with that.
I would have called it.
Handballs are hard. You never know, because technically they're all unintentional, but not all of them, though. I don't know.
Now a kick from Howells. Goes off the head of Smith. And Smith
Great move
gets
there.
beat by Gariepi. So he finds Holt, and Holt is just able to go through multiple defenders and play it back.
East Long Meadow seems to just be gravitating towards the ball, too. They're all just chasing.
Yeah, got to start playing more positional. Mike Monroe looks to step up. Shane Smith has come back in support. And now Belchertown with multiple men across, looking to the top of the PK mark.
Joe Preston with the good move. Still in. Oh, that's not out. Oh, foul.
And a free kick for East Long Meadow. I also thought that was an out-of-bounds whistle, and I did not agree with it, but
It's a free kick.
Free kick.
Some of these calls have been a bit questionable, but
It's good that I don't open my mouth before I hear the results of things, you know.
oh, good touch by Monroe.
Joe Presnell chasing it down and screened by Oldenburg, and Devato with an easy save. And he'll take his sweet time and launch one past the midfield mark. Off the head of Richard. Joe Presnell. One touch back to Oliveri, and Oliveri's pass to Presnell goes right to the foot of Howell.
Seems
and
like
Howell.
watching.
Retchin. Or McCarthy, excuse me. Throw in for Belchertown. Some new players come into the game.
Looks
Hill.
as if that AJ has his jersey on. I believe that Serafino had been talking to him earlier, so we'll see if Morgado goes in.
And should be a free kick for Andrew Oliveri. He sends it top of
Oh.
the 18, and it's headed out. Very good play. Jack Merrigan with a one-on-one battle with Adzima. Mike Monroe, one touch to Richard. Richard to Presnell. Some great ball
touch
movement
by
by East
Monroe.
Long Meadow. Mike Monroe's got some space. Hits a shot on net.
That looked like it was a foul, but
And I didn't even know where the ball went. I lost it.
looks like they pulled him down by the jersey, but I don't think the ref's calling anything.
I honestly, I didn't even see the ball come off of Monroe's foot.
He doesn't look happy about it, so that'd be my guess. Looking for a PK.
Going to assume by the jogging ball boy that his shot went wide right. No, back in the day when I played for Coach Jeff Riley, I mean, he had this like a military training camp when we were ball fetching. I mean, there's no playing around here.
I remember in like elementary school when we would just watch you guys do like your planks and ab workouts
Oh,
after
yeah.
school.
The Jeff Riley warm-up, the 45-minute death trap. And Dudley makes a save. 10 minutes remaining in the first half. And we will be joined for the remaining 10 minutes of the half by Bridget Jordan. Kaylee, thanks for being with us. And Dudley has to come out of his net. Holt, and a big block by Biggins, and a wide open net.
Great play by Biggins.
Wow, Ben Biggins comes up big. Dudley came all the way out of his net, and Biggins played a little bit of goaltending. No handball, clean play, and that's going to keep East Long Meadow in this one for the remaining of the half. A wide open net was missed by Marquez off of the rebound from Biggins. Bridget, we introduced you, but kind of got cut off there for a second. But good to have you here for the remaining 10.
Yes, happy to be here. Hopefully I can restrain myself from laughing.
Yeah, a little shaky last time, but whistle. It's gonna be a free kick for Belchertown. So I mean, I've heard from Kaylee, but I'm sure you've been noticing the similar things that we've been talking about. You know, East Long Meadow just got to pick up the intensity, and
Yeah.
Belchertown's been doing a great job of moving the ball. They're opening up a lot of the field.
Yeah, if they can pick up their urgency, they can definitely tie this game up before the half.
And across inside from Hill. And Diascoli comes up with a good defensive play. A little bit of ping pong head ball match. And that ball goes out of bounds on the goal line. Should be a goal kick for Tyler Dudley, the East Long Meadow goalkeeper. Never mind, Jack Merrigan will be taking it.
Looks like Hanley's going in too. Not sure for who. I know they all look the same. Sorry.
And the kick goes over Smith's head and ends up on Richard's foot. And a clear from Hill. Joe Presnell sends it to Mike Monroe. Monroe in a foot race. And that ball's starting to speed out of bounds and could be a corner kick.
I think they're calling it back as a goal kick.
Now, it looked like it went off of the foot of Oldenburg. But
Yeah.
I guess the ball had already left the playing field before Monroe was able to turn his hip, since subs do go in. Hanley going into the game, replacing Shane Smith, and I believe Shane McCarthy will also exit the game. And Devato, his goal kick goes way past midfield mark and off the head of Merrigan, out of bounds. So throw in for Belchertown just around the half field mark. Lucas Schiavelli looking to help out, and that ball comes right back to Adzima. Adzima back to Hill, chased down by Monroe. Hill's cross towards the top of the 18 is headed to the foot of Richard, and his pass goes to Hanley, and Riley will clear. Richard controls, looks wide to Presnell. Presnell a 1-on-3. He'll switch fields towards Retchin. Richard, some good ball movement by East Long Meadow. And ball goes towards the corner flag. And the pass broken up. Great job there by Belchertown defense line, and Marquez leading the trip upwards, and a slide tackle by Diascoli on Marquez. Kind of halts the Belchertown momentum. Biggins has to step up, and he'll send a through ball towards the flag looking for Monroe, and Belchertown's gonna scoop that one, play it back to Devato, and Devato will switch fields to Hill. A 2-on-1 on Hill, and Monroe has to chase down. Mike Monroe showing a lot of intensity this evening. Diascoli plays back to the foot of Dudley, and Dudley, weak kick to the foot of Torna, and now Adzima playing towards the far flag to Borelli. Chased down by Merrigan. Borelli plays to Holt. Jack Holt. Cross towards the top of the 18 mark, and Patsy Diascoli able to get a head ball on it. Now Sam Hanley, a cut move inside to Hill. And fields are switched by Schiavelli. Now Belchertown with some quick ball movement at midfield going the other way. Holt. A 1-on-1 with Biggins, and he's able to beat him. And he'll send it towards the top to Marquez. And ball spits out towards Hill. Off the leg of Presnell, and now ball chipped into the air. Biggins tries to chase it down and cleared up by Retchin. Now Mike Monroe in a 1-on-1 as he goes to apply pressure on Devato. Devato clears quickly towards midfield as Weiss, and a bit of a flop by Holt.
I'm not sure what was called there, but
It looked like he was slide tackling the air. And will be a free kick for Belchertown. 3:35 remaining in the first half. Belchertown still leads 1-0. East Long Meadow looking to tie this one up before going into halftime. And off of a head ends up One hopper right into the midst of Dudley. So he gets set for his punt and sends it just past the 50-yard mark. Off the head of Richard and finds the foot of Hanley. Hanley, some nice triangles by East Long Meadow. Monroe back towards Shabelli. And Shabelli can't make a play. Belchertown going the other way, and Diascoli steps up. Shabelli playing towards the far sideline to either Retchin, I believe. And across, looking for Monroe, and it's headed and broken up by Belchertown defenseman and cleared out by Adzima. Adzima playing back to Hill, and his through ball goes to the foot of Diascoli. Diascoli will switch fields to Merrigan as he looks to play towards the middle to Mike Monroe, and Monroe unable to gather it. Merrigan. Now Shabelli. And Richard looking for a call. Holt going the other way, got plenty of space as he has Torna on the far post. His cross finds the foot of Torna. And a shot. A low dribbler on the ground right at Dudley. I don't even know if East Long Meadow has a clean shot on net yet, Bridget.
I mean, don't believe so.
I don't
think they do.
They've had some clears.
Yeah, they've had some go like 30 yards over, but not sure if there's any on net.
Devato has yet to be tested this evening.
Great header from Hanley.
And Josh Riley stepping up. Chips it towards Mike Monroe. And a 3-on-1, Monroe loses the battle. Holt, a drop pass back to Marquez. Now Zach Richard with a nice move to create some space. And he'll switch fields towards Retchin. Retchin can't gather things, and ball does go out of bounds off of a Belchertown player. And a sub coming in. Nick Bradley will enter the game for East Long Meadow, and some 4 subs for Belchertown coming in. Number 6, number 11, number 8, and 20.
Big sub line. Not sure why when there's 30 seconds left, but.
Belchertown still up 1-0. Merrigan will send a cross inside the 18, and it's headed out of bounds. Another East Long Meadow throw-in for Jack Merrigan. 18 seconds left on the game clock in the first half. Merrigan's throw-in. Splits the D, and Biggins comes up on Holt. As Holt's taken down, and that'll pretty much take us to halftime. Belchertown currently leading 1-0. But man, does East Long Meadow got to get things together. I mean, Belchertown's just been dominating offensively so far, and I've really noticed that East Long Meadow is not going up and attacking as a group.
Yeah.
They're really staying back. Oh, you've really only got Joe Presnell, and they're running only 3 or 4 guys up top offensively. We really need to see the defense get utilized more. I mean, Belchertown's doing a great job of using their defensemen, switching fields, opening up the turf. And, I mean, Holt, obviously a dangerous weapon. You're going to have to shut him down, get in his way, you know, just even a little bit of body contact here and there won't hurt at all. So, I mean, Bridget, any takeaways that you have?
I really just think the Spartans needs to like piece it together. I feel like it looks really individual right now, like individual effort. It's not like, you know, everyone's not working together. It's like the last ball is not getting there. They're like playing with it and are attacking 18. Like someone just needs to take that shot.
Yeah, Devato has not been tested at all this evening, and they certainly need to get going.
Yeah.
Start to test him a little bit, you know. I mean, he's had a couple clears end up in his gloves, but no clean shots on net. And now I believe we're going to allow Will DeVoy to step in for a minute for the rest of the halftime breakdown. Thank you, Bridget. What's going on, Will?
What
Good
up,
to have you
Belchertown
here.
Nation?
Good to have you here. I know last night you did the game for the girls soccer.
Oh, actually not a heck of a game.
Not a heck of a game. Well, they
I
still
mean,
won.
toward the end, it was a good game, but yeah, you know.
As to there are a couple members of the girls East Long Meadow soccer team
I definitely
up here not happy with Will's response.
I definitely.
Will, I don't think that was very nice of you
I
at
thought
all.
I thought it was a good game. I take it back.
I mean, I don't think you were very, kind of involved in the game as you were talking about nachos and fast food rankings and
lay off. All right. I've seen a pretty good performance out of Roddy out there. He's cooking. What can I say? They're not putting him through the back of the net, but yeah. What? Got any questions for me that I can answer?
I mean, what have you noticed so far? I have only seen. We've been talking about it. I mean, East Long Meadow they're playing very individual. And there's been a lot of intensity from Mike Monroe up top, but that's really about it for East Long Meadow.
Oh, yeah.
Belchertown, I mean, Devato, there hasn't even been one shot on net. And, I mean, there's been a couple clears. And obviously Holt, a big weapon for Belchertown. He's got 13 goals on the season. Super 7 for Western Mass.
Yeah, very, very, very talented over there.
But it just looks like Belchertown's, they've got a lot more chemistry. I'm not sure, if this is a younger group that's kind of been able to play with each other for a long time, but they certainly look very connected. They're moving the ball well. They're utilizing their D, really opening up that field, and it's causing East Long Meadow to run around like they're chickens with their heads cut off.
That's what I'm seeing. You think AJ should be in goal right now?
I mean, Dudley, he kind of got left out to dry on that first goal. Some defensive breakdown, but we'll see if Coach will put Morgado in for the second half.
Oh, yeah.
I think that was Dudley's first start of the season, so we'll see if he'll be able to finish up this game. But other than that, thanks for doing the game last night. But
yeah, no problem. I look forward to doing it again.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see about that one.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see
maybe I
if
can
you're in
lead
my good
commentate
graces
even.
that day.
All right.
All right. That'll do it for the halftime show. Welcome back to East Long Meadow High School for the matchup between the Belchertown Orioles and East Long Meadow Spartans. Belchertown currently with a 1-0 lead as we are set to kick off the second half. And so far, from what we've seen in the first half, East Long Meadow's got to pick up their intensity, start playing more as a team. We've seen it a lot in Belchertown. They've been using their defense, especially in their offensive attack strategy. So look for East Long Meadow to start picking things up, and I'm sure Coach Serafino was not happy with the first half, and I'm sure he was able to rip into his guys a little bit. So we'll see if East Long Meadow can pick things up and hopefully bury one. As Belchertown gets going early, and the switch of fields goes to the foot of Merrigan, and he'll play it towards Nick Bradley on the near sideline. Bradley gets tripped up by Marquez and will be a free kick. And a new goalie is in for East Long Meadow. AJ Morgado will be replacing Tyler Dudley. AJ, the usual starter for East Long Meadow. Dudley had his first start this evening, letting up one goal and another goal that got called back due to an offsides. Nick Bradley looking for Mike Monroe, and some arms get tangled up with Oldenburg, and East Long Meadow will have a free kick.
This should be a great opportunity for them to get one on net.
Merrigan probably would just throw it into traffic here, as East Long Meadow sets up just outside the 18 box and break towards the right. And his cross goes towards the far corner. Jack Merrigan with a good look. A little less power would have definitely created an opportunity. But some good placement. Just a little too much power. Looking for that backdoor touch in. And a goal kick for Devato. And he'll send one just around the midfield marker off the head of Zach Richard. And Patsy Diascoli sends a through ball for Mike Monroe. And he's pushed down by Devato. And I'm not sure if that was in the 18, and I think it's going to be a PK for Mike Monroe.
I believe that's in the box.
That should be a penalty kick for Mike Monroe, and it will be a huge opportunity here for East Longmeadow to tie this game up with 37-37 remaining in regulation. Monroe, a big PK.
We have some excited parents in front of us.
Yeah, Mrs. Monroe certainly excited for this kick. She onlooks her son, looking to tie this one up. Monroe looks and fires and scores!
Great
Bottom
shot.
left corner. Mike Monroe sneaks it under the right arm of Devato as he dove to his right. Ties this one up 1-1, Mike Monroe.
Great placement from Monroe.
Jeff Riley always taught us, low corners, boys, low corners, and Monroe burying it right there. And now this game is back to even par. But once again, we've just been talking about Monroe all night, and he's just been playing with a lot of intensity. And finally, he's able to get things going for East Longmeadow. I mean, that's just a good, hard, aggressive play from Monroe. I mean, Belchertown tried to clear it back, or actually it was a cross, and Devato came out of his net. Monroe applied pressure, won the battle, and ended up in a PK. A little bit of a flop at midfield. Joe Presnell chasing down Lockwood. First time I mentioned his name this evening. Lockwood chasing the ball down on Beggins and Morgado. Will come out of his net and stop that momentum. And we will be joined now by Kaylee Lukasic and Nick Bradley. Jack Merrigan chasing it down. You can't hear me.
No.
Jamie, Bridget can't hear me. And that ball spits towards the middle as Howell chases it down, looks to get a shot, and it's blocked by Diascoli just outside the 6. And should be a, I'm not sure, it looks to be a Belchertown player shaken up in the far corner. And a throw in for East Longmeadow, Josh Riley. And never mind, we are not joined by Kaylee. She was just assisting Bridget as we had a headphone malfunction.
I couldn't tell if it was on.
Well, we're good to go now. We had a football game, I think, maybe a couple weeks ago, where we had the live stream. The microphone was through the computer instead of our headset. So that was some rough audio.
Oh.
And an offside call on Torna. I remember in the Canton game, too, the state semifinal. We started a new live stream because we needed to charge the computer. It was at 5%.
Not
and
great timing.
our microphones were once again not connected to the camera. And all you could hear was this Canton kid screaming and swearing the entire time on the live stream.
Looks like we're going to have...
Whoa, Torna, scary. Oh my goodness. Mr. Smith trying to get Shaner fired up.
Looks like McCarthy's going to take off Riley.
And also sub for Belchertown, number 11, exiting the game, Gary Eppie. Oliveri. Ball comes back to, I think that's Richard.
Yeah.
Now Diascoli East Long Meadow now with some more controlled ball movement, what we have been wanting to see.
Great ball from
Nick
Biggins.
Bradley looking to the foot of Stone, and he'll play back. See, now we're starting to see some utilizing the defense.
Great composure.
Mike Monroe, a head ball. And that's cleared out by Adzima. Ben Biggins. His kick goes high in the air and off the back of Marquez.
Great
and
clear.
Patsy Diascoli towards the sideline to McCarthy. Joe Presnell has a 2-on-4 working with Richard now as he overlaps. Joe Presnell, a 1-on-1 battle, and he's able to win it, looking for space. Richard and Borelli steps up and makes a great stop. And Belchertown player goes down at Zima.
I believe that was Bradley on the foul.
Free kick for Belchertown just around midfield. And looking for Holt off the forehead of Oldenburg, and Biggins takes down Holt. And will be a free kick, I believe.
Yeah, outside the box.
Once again, the ball boy being summoned. And an arrogant pass on the track. And he's flying down the track. Get him a Division I contract now. He is moving those little legs. My goodness. East Long Meadow sets a wall up as Belchertown set to take the free kick. Lockwood sends it towards Morgado.
That is definitely a lack of communication.
And Belchertown catches East Long Meadow not ready, and Holt has a walk-in goal, his 14th of the season.
Yeah, not sure what really happened there. I don't know why they left a man open that close to the kick, but
That's just a lack of communication, a lack of focus
for sure.
from East Long Meadow. I mean, Jack Merrigan playing with on the sideline. Some great ball movement between Bradley and Merrigan. Some give and go plays. Bradley wins the 2-on-1 battle. Ball goes towards midfield, and it's cleared out by Borelli.
Jack Holt, assisted by number 13, Tanner Lockwood.
Now, believe Shane Smith
I think that's Richard.
or Richard now. Can't tell all these kids.
The numbers are invisible.
And a through ball for Borelli. Chased down by, I can't even tell who that is.
Could not tell you.
Diascoli. Oh, that's Oliveri on that far side. Now Zach
Richard.
Richard looking for a through ball, and it's broken up. Nice job by Oldenburg. Now Belchertown switching, going the other way again, as Diascoli comes over to help out Oliveri.
It's gonna go out of bounds for Belchertown throw-in.
31 minutes remaining in regulation. Belchertown up 2-1. Adzima towards Holt. And Merrigan playing out wide towards Bradley in a slide tackle attempt by Lockwood. Bradley a 1-on-1, and he gets taken down by the scary man, Torna. And Merrigan with a free kick on the near sideline.
Great ball from Merrigan.
And goes over the head of Shane Smith. And ball spits towards the top of the 18 and cleared. Comes back inside to Richard, and he's unable to settle it down. And a clear from Howell. Now Oliveri up the sideline. Finds the foot of Richard. And Mike Monroe applies pressure and should be an East Long Meadow throw-in.
I believe Shabelli and
I want to say that's Retchin,
Yeah.
if I had to take a guess, or McCarthy.
I think
They look
they're
the
gonna
same to me.
Stone and not sure.
Stone and Bradley will check out of the game for East Longmeadow. I got to double check this roster. These kids all look identical. Number 22 and 24 into the game. That's going to be Lucas Schiavelli and Tyler Retchin for East Longmeadow. And a corner kick for East Longmeadow. Zach Richard taking the corner. Just under 29 minutes remaining in regulation. Belchertown up 2-1. Across.
Great ball
Goes
in.
towards the far post. And goes through everyone. Shane Smith, some great reaction time. That was a good, see, that is how you do a ball boy job right there. That was good. That was good stuff. Merrigan with the throw-in. And he'll launch it inside towards Smith. And that one is cleared up. Now Oliveri with Holt. And Holt's going to bicycle clear it. Merrigan takes one off the face to keep it in play. And a handball. And it will be called.
Should be right outside the box.
Another prime scoring opportunity for East Longmeadow. Merrigan looking to make another good play. As East Longmeadow sets up just outside the 18. As they begin to crash far post. Merrigan's cross off the head of Howells.
Great ball again for Merrigan.
And Monroe goes tumbling on the ground. His attempts to get ahead on that one. Diascoli with a quick throw in. And a clear, missed. Now Shane Smith comes out to Merrigan. Merrigan looking to make a play. Sends it towards the flag for Retchin. And Retchin unable to keep that one in bounds. And it exits the playing field. A throw in now for Belchertown. And a sub coming in as well, number 11. Gary Eppy will be entering the game for Belchertown, replacing number 9, Weiss. Throw-in for Belchertown, and will stay there throwing. Shane Smith getting involved in another Belchertown throw-in as they creep upfield. Off the head of Shane Smith, and once again, fourth throw-in in a row for Belchertown. And they're going to give Howells an opportunity this time. The captain for Belchertown, and he'll fire a laser up the sideline. And Merrigan with some great defense, and will result in an East Longmeadow throw-in. Jack Merrigan also having a good game tonight.
Yes.
Playing some solid defense and has had some good scoring opportunities, but has yet to capitalize. Mike Monroe being the lone goal scorer for East Longmeadow so far in this game off of a penalty kick. And Belchertown currently with 2 goals, both by Jack Holt. One in the first half and one early in the second half for Holt, which puts us where we currently stand. Holt with the ball and cleared by Diascoli. And a throw in now for Marquez. And Belchertown looking to make a play, and East Longmeadow is going to kick that one out of bounds. Another throw in for Belchertown. Howells once again coming in to rescue the Belchertown throw-in. Looks like they seem to use Howells. They utilize his long throw-ins as they start to enter deeper into the attacking zone. Reminds me of Dante Bates last year with his missile of a throw-in.
It really helps create opportunities.
I mean, absolutely. when you got someone who could put it all the way inside toward, like, almost at the PK mark
Yeah.
from a throw-in, I mean, that's a freebie all day.
Mm-hmm.
And a quick shot from Holt goes off the back of the unfazed Richard. And Morgado comes out of his net to scoop that one up as he allows his team to reset upfield. Richard and Monroe waiting for it upfield. Oliveri getting involved as he chases that one down
Looks
towards the far
like
sideline.
we're going to have Presnell come in for, let's see.
I think that's Lucas Schiavelli
Yeah.
exiting the game for East Longmeadow. And a throw in from Oliveri. Off the head. An East Longmeadow player, I can't even tell who that is. I believe that was Shane Smith. Now Oliveri again with an aggressive play and will result.
I believe it's a corner. Or
I think it's going to be a
just
throw-in for Howells.
another deep throw-in.
Howells winding up, set to take the throw-in,
Running start.
and he'll fire it just inside the 18. And out of bounds off of a Belchertown head, and a goal kick for East Longmeadow. Jack Merrigan to take it. Merrigan fires one past midfield mark. Exits the playing field off of a Belchertown head, and a throw in now for East Longmeadow on the far sideline, just around midfield for Andrew Oliveri as he looks to find Shane Smith. East Longmeadow, some quick ball movement at midfield. Zach Richard fighting for it. Now Smith gets beat and comes back to assist. Ball spits out. And now Richard looking for Presnell, and that pass is broken up by McDonald. Richard again finds Presnell finally. Presnell with a quick one-touch pass to Smith, and Smith can't make a play on it. As Belchertown going the other way quickly, Lockwood looking for Borelli. Broken up by Andrew Oliveri. Now midfield, Richard towards Presnell. Presnell finds Smith. Smith's got a little bit of running room to Richard. Richard a one-touch out wide to Merrigan. Merrigan looking for Monroe inside. Biggins heads it towards Merrigan. And that ball exits the playing field. 4 subs coming in for Belchertown. Score is still 2-1 in favor of the Orioles. East Longmeadow looking to tie this one up. Hopefully come out with a win. Belchertown is still currently undefeated with their 8-0-3 record. Marquez. Now Torna. Ball spits all the way out. And A.J. Morgado has to come up with a save as Holt applied some aggressive pressure from the cross from Hill. And Morgado's sky-high punt lands just short of midfield.
Yeah, not sure why no one's on that.
And now East Longmeadow with possession. Shane Smith out wide to Jack Merrigan. Merrigan with a good move to beat Torna.
Great
Merrigan
play by Jack.
looking for Retchin. I really want to start to see East Longmeadow using the sides more and sending balls towards the flag. They've done a lot of forcing it inside, looking
Yeah.
for Monroe and Presnell in the middle, but they've really got to start to utilize the outside. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the first time I've seen Retchen touch the ball in quite some time, and he's been wide open. So Biggins has to give a hefty clear as Holt applied some aggressive pressure. Now Biggins on Torna, and Marquez comes in
Great
to
play by
assist.
Biggins.
Yeah, Biggins doing a great job defensively for East Longmeadow. Now McCarthy,
He's going to find Richard.
and he can't do much with it. Diascoli chests it down, looks to make a play towards Monroe, and now Shane Smith back out to
Great
Torna.
step by Merrigan.
Jack Merrigan with a great step up, and Shane Smith can't do much with it. Ball exits the playing field, throw in, and a quick one for Tyler Retchen. Jack Merrigan gets bodied off the ball by Lockwood. And a little too out of reach for Torna. And a throw in now for East Longmeadow. Jack Merrigan with a throw in just around midfield. Off the head of Monroe. As Oldenburg went over his back, and Joe Presnell looks to chase it down, and it's cleared out by Howells. Under 20 minutes remaining in the second half. Belchertown still up 2-1. And a throw in for Belchertown on the far sideline. Howells lets it rip. And off the heel of Shane Smith, just around midfield, Joe Presnell in a one-on-one battle with Borelli. And he loses it as Hill clears. Hill again will switch fields this time for Torna.
Seems like there's gaps in the field for the Spartans.
Yeah, a little bit messy. I can't seem... It does seem like they're starting to run three forwards up top, though. They've moved
Yeah.
Presnell up. Try
Does
and
look
create
like
a little
that.
bit more offense, and a switch fields from McCarthy goes off the back of the head of Richard. Kaylee Lukasik trying to hold her laughing up here. I don't know why. That's not very nice. And Holt with a little chip shot,
And that is gonna
and
find
he'll bury it.
the back of the net.
Once again, just a defensive breakdown,
it's
and
definitely miscommunication.
I mean, goals like that,
It's really unfortunate.
those are the ones that just bring down your morale, because it's just a little dribbler in a wide open net, and those sting a lot, and that's going to do a hat trick for Holt. We've gone from 12 to 15 goals for Jack Holt this evening as he puts Belchertown up 3-1.
It's going to be hard to come back from this with 17 left.
East Longmeadow really wants to show what kind of team they are. They'll do it within the next 17 minutes.
Goal scored by number 7, Jack Holt.
Shane Smith, one-on-one with Weiss. And a free kick for East Longmeadow.
Not sure what was called there, but
A little bit of body contact. I didn't see anything wrong with it. Jack Merriam with the free kick. He's had some good ones so far this evening. Looking
For
to
sure.
capitalize on one of them as he sends it towards the far post. Would have liked to see maybe a little bit more of an angle towards the net.
yeah.
At this point, play aggressively. Down 2 goals. And Devato has to chase down his own ball as the ball boys are playing patty cake right in front of us. Not really sure what's going on there.
Could not tell you.
And Devato gets ready to kick as Zach Richard exits the playing field. He'll be replaced by Sam Hanley. Devato. Off the head of Presnell. Ends up on the foot of Oliveri. Hanley, Oliveri. Some good ball movement from East Longmeadow around midfield. Joe Presnell looks to switch fields. Broken up, McCarthy back to Smith, to Biggins, now out wide towards Merrigan. Merrigan, a touch to some open space. Looks to make a move to find Monroe, and Monroe taken down on the play. Now Holt. Holt doing a great job of using his body, and he'll send a through ball to Torna.
Definitely offsides.
Definitely looked offsides to me. And a big body by Tyler Retchin on Torna. And he's going to take a quick nap. I hope he's not hurt.
Not sure
And he
why we're being
pops up.
dramatic, but
It's soccer, Bridget. Let's get used to it at this point. I mean, we've known this for years. And the ball boy finally activated. Torna will be taking a free kick. Excuse me, I think Marquez will be taking the free kick. And he'll send it far post. Looking for the head of Borelli. And we are now joined by Kaylee Lukasic
I'm back.
again.
Yep.
Thank you, Bridget, for joining us for 25 minutes of the second half. And we'll be with Kaylee for the last 14. And Belchertown still up 3-1. I mean, Kaylee, you've been kind of quiet over there, but
Yeah.
I've seen some of your, you know,
My emotions.
yeah, your emotions running through. You know, what are you thinking so far this second half?
I think we've done a better job offensively, getting the ball, combining a lot more, which is good. It looks as if we're playing a lot of east to west rather than north to south, which isn't always the best, but it's working for the most part. We've had a lot of set pieces by Merrigan, a lot of great balls in. I don't know, just a lot of miscommunication, which has not helped us on our end. So.
Yeah, that was definitely a problem early in the year. I remember a game where they had some problems between the defensive line and Morgado with some communication problems, but so.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what happened there in the last.
Tough to see
last
that
goal.
this late in the season. But a one-on-one battle now for Holt and Biggins. Holt chasing it down. Morgado's got to come all the way out of his net. And a smart play by A.J. Morgado to clear the ball. And a throw in for Belchertown as some subs come in. Number 6 and number 20 for Belchertown. Ian McDonald and C.J. Rivers will check into the game and replace Borelli and Torna. Have not seen too much of Ryan Richards or Josh Riley this evening.
I think they played a good amount of time.
We were in earlier in the game.
Yeah, but not much in the second half.
And a shot.
Good save by Morgado.
Dives to his right. Able to capture that one.
Belchertown hasn't really had a lot of shots on net in the second half, so.
Yeah, nor has East Longmeadow, but
It's been a lot of play in the midfield.
for sure.
A lot of balls in the air. It's like a ping pong match for the most part.
East Longmeadow's definitely done a little bit of a better job with ball control and staying
Yeah.
composed, using their D. But still, you know, got to start making things happen. At this point, with just under 12 minutes remaining, you just got to start being aggressive. You got to fire. You got to put your fastest players up top, and you just got to start sending through ball after through ball after through ball, and hopefully
Sure.
one will squeak through, and you'll get a nice little open shot.
Absolutely.
But other than that, you can't be playing defensively right now, down 2 goals. And Mike Monroe chasing down Howells, and Howells does a great job defensively and clears it to the foot of Oliveri. And now
Good
a
read
through
by
ball.
Biggins.
Ben Biggins finds the foot of Hanley. And Hanley unable to connect
Good ball.
with Presnell. Presnell now finds McCarthy. McCarthy, bit of a late pass to Retchin. McCarthy picks it up again, keeps it in bounds.
Good
McCarthy
ball.
finds Presnell at midfield, and now East Longmeadow has got to send some attackers. Once again, right there, I mean, East Longmeadow, they had There's 10 black shirts back there, and there's 3 pink. I mean, like, let's get going here.
I think we did a better in that than we did in the first half, but we're just forcing a lot of things.
Some good ball movement, but, you know, we just got to, at that point, just, like you said,
rip
there's
one.
a lot of east-west going on right now. I would like to see some more north-south.
Yeah, definitely.
Mr. Freeman's getting a kick out of me over here. I'm not really sure what I'm saying.
He's just repeating
So
the words I
funny.
said earlier. Oh.
Joe Presnell.
Oh,
Take-
that
oh.
did not look good. Oh, maybe he's just being
Did
dramatic.
you have flashbacks, Kaylee?
Yeah, PTSD. Against
But
1 year ago today.
oh, 1 year ago today.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that's a touchy
When
subject.
my knee blew out
My
in the middle
apologies.
of the field.
Lockwood goes down on the play and able to get up on his own power. And Howells
Great service. Good
off
clearance
ahead
by
of Merrigan.
Merrigan. Merrigan has been having a really good game so far. He's created a lot of movement up top, which is really good. He's made those runs down the line, combining a lot, which is always good.
And now Retchen will send a through ball to Presnell and Devato.
Not really sure where that was going, but good idea.
I like the north-south play.
Are you just going to
I
say
like
that from
it.
now on?
Now that you've said it, I like how you use the directional, you know, kind of to describe the way of the game. I like that a lot, so it's going to be part of my vocabulary now.
In our game.
Thank you for that.
Of course.
Now Adzima loses the ball, and Retchen.
We're just ripping a lot of balls on Monroe right now.
Shane Smith plays to Presnell, and now Smith finds the foot of Monroe, and Monroe
Ooh,
drops it back to
that's a
Smith,
clear
and
foul.
Smith, oh, and a little bit of extracurriculars from Adzima. Oh, hey, Chad. I didn't know you were behind me. I'm sorry, I kind of stepped on you there.
Extracurricular.
Thank you for the popcorn, by the way. It was delightful.
It was also free. So
It was also free. All right, here at LCAT, we get free popcorn, I guess.
missed that.
Ooh,
And a-
that's in. Yes.
And a goal.
Looks like some miscommunication there in Belchertown, but it works in our favor. So
I was focused on the
Maybe-
popcorn.
Merrigan?
I think it was Jack
I think it
Merrigan.
was Merrigan.
Got a little bit of a foot on it.
Yeah.
Pops it right home.
I mean, they're high-fiving him, so I think it, or maybe his kick. I don't. We're just kind of discriminating, Mike, but.
Jack Merrigan buries one, and now East Long Meadow's only down 1 goal as the score is 3-2 in favor of Belchertown with 8 minutes remaining.
I think
In regulation.
Serafino, it's.
And
It
they're
was
going to credit,
Merrigan.
yeah, Jack Merrigan buries one, and they're going to credit the assist to
Luca.
Zach Richard.
No.
Oh,
Who's number 5?
5.
Chabelli?
Chabelli. I don't know.
I think they're moving Merrigan up top more. He's created a lot of space in behind for us and a lot of movement. So let's see if that gives us another goal to tie it up.
Andrew Oliveri. Andrew Oliveri actually credited with the
sorry.
assist to Merrigan. So we were both wrong.
Sorry.
So at least I feel better about, yeah, Andrew Oliveri with the assist to Merrigan.
Not very good with my numbers. I'm new to this.
Spartan goal scored by number 2. Jack
That's why we're in
Berry.
honors calculus.
Yeah, not AP.
Number 5, Andrew Oliveri.
Lead cut down 3-2. Merrigan
Great
steps
movement
up.
by Merrigan.
And I like the play of moving Merrigan up top.
Me as well.
And now ball spits all the way back to Patsy Diascoli.
I think
Looking
Patsy
for
too.
Merrigan.
I think Patsy too has been having a really good game. He's been a really key player to our defensive line
I would say Biggins is right in there as well.
Yeah.
He's been locked down, both of them in the middle
for sure.
so far. And there are some new faces in for East Long Meadow. I believe Will Doyle in the game along with Samir. So
Ooh.
good to see them. Biggins with the head ball.
I like
Monroe.
to see Biggins at the 6 role in that holding mid spot. I think he would be a, I don't know, maybe that's just me, but he makes a good center back.
Biggins plays north towards Mike Monroe and ends up in the hands of Devato.
Great vocab.
6:22 remaining in regulation. EL down 3-2. Looking to tie this one up. Doyle, Diascoli, and Smith chasing down Borelli. Merrigan plays it back to Samir. And Belchertown quickly making their way. Marquez to Holt. Holt towards the top of the box, and a great step by Sam Hanley.
It's giving him a lot of space.
Looks to switch fields towards the flag, looking for Borelli. And now another shot from Oldenburg.
That's good.
Another 3 points. If this were football, Belchertown would be up 6-0.
Oh my gosh.
And ball boys, now we got the parents involved with the ball boy problem. Patsy Diascoli set to take the kick. Sends it towards the foot of Shane Smith. Marquez. Doyle just going to fire that one into the air. And Torna and Merrigan in a one-on-one battle. Merrigan able to get a foot on it. And cross
offsides,
to Holt. And he had
a
lot of space.
I don't know if that's offsides. Maybe it's not.
And if doesn't look to be offsides, and Holt
That's pretty embarrassing, that celebration.
buries his 4th of the evening.
It looked a bit offsides, but I don't think the ref. Maybe it's just me. I mean, they're not calling it back, so.
And our student section starting to clear out after that one, as we have reached the hot table final 5.
Quick promo.
I know, kind of bad timing, but we have reached the hot table final 5. So
Clearing out.
speaking of hot table, what's your favorite panini?
My favorite panini?
Yeah.
We were just there. We actually had a fundraiser.
Oh,
Mine's
fundraiser, right?
the chicken parm, no onions, no peppers.
Okay, so that's a bot sandwich. If you ever want to try this, people, just listen to this real quick, all right?
I think it's pretty good.
Chipotle mayo. Then you go
I heard you guys got a secret menu item.
pepper jack cheese. Then you go chicken, spinach, tomatoes, pickles, mushrooms, roasted onions, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
I'm not very big on tomatoes or
Well, tomatoes are
pickles.
fantastic.
Ooh, seems
Biggins in a battle with Marquez and cleared to Torna. Mike Monroe, a 1-on-5
Ooh.
as he's chased down in a bit of a clothesline, and he will get the call.
Ooh, okay.
Howells, I respect that, helping East Long Meadow out there. Howells, guy with a lot of class.
Did he score all 4?
Yeah,
Holt,
Jack
did Holt
has
score
all
4?
4 goals this evening.
Makes 16 for this year.
We've gone from 12 to 16
Explains the Super 7.
in the one game.
Ooh.
And Hanley goes down inside the box. Kahn loses his footing. And Holt doing a great job using his body. And now Torna firing up the sideline as McCarthy able to shield off Torna, and Biggins clears to Monroe. Merrigan
Ooh,
to Stone.
great look.
And he'll switch
Oh,
fields
that's.
for Sam Hanley, but a little too much mustard on it.
Stop promoting Hot Table.
Mustard is not hot table. I don't know what you're talking about.
He's just used to making paninis.
Mustard is a sauce that you
This
throw
is
on
his
a hot
part-time,
dog.
guys.
Or actually, correction, Italian sausage. I mean,
What is
the
up with this
disrespect to
hot
hot table is saying that mustard is like a part of it. I mean, you could try the.
Okay, that's enough with the hot table talk. What's your favorite sandwich?
My favorite. I already went over this with
Sorry,
you.
panini.
I mean, on the menu, you can't go wrong with the Southwest chicken. You just can't.
Yeah,
You can't go wrong with the Southwest chicken. So.
that's true. Ooh,
Or
looks like
anything chicken, really.
true.
Like you said, I mean, yours is the parm, so.
Yeah, looks like they're just trying to keep it in the corner over there. Always don't like when that happens towards the end of the game. It's happened a couple times this year to us. So, not last night,
2:08
though.
remaining in regulation. Belchertown up 4-2, looking to acquire their 9th win of the season and stay undefeated.
Brady, who do you think your top 3 players of the games have been so far for East Long Meadow?
I mean, for East Long Meadow, Mike Monroe has just been, I mean, he's got one of the goals, tied it up 1-1 early in the second half, and he's just kept the intensity up all game long. So definitely he's my number 1.
Definitely.
Jack Merrigan is going to be my number 2. He's done a great job. He's created some opportunities tonight, and that's why he's been moved up top. And Merrigan, bit of a wrestling move, RKO.
Who's nice to
on
that guy.
Torna.
Yeah.
And but Merrigan will be mine, and as well as probably I'm going to have to credit 3 and 4. I'm going to have to include a 4th because Biggins and Diascoli
Yeah, I agree.
kind of equal tonight.
Right there with you.
But, I mean, for Belchertown, you can't – Holt has just been unbelievable. All 4 goals.
And it's good again.
Definitely a powerhouse for Belchertown. Minute 15 remaining.
Oh, calling for the ball boys.
I mean, these ball boys, man.
That kid looks really young over there.
I mean, yeah.
Last night we didn't have anyone that was not the most fun.
I
but
should just skip hockey practice and just become
be
a
more
ball boy, you know? Full-time ball boy.
If anyone wants to be our ball boy or ball girl tomorrow.
And
Great.
Belchertown looking to kill the clock as East Long Meadow makes a last-minute rush.
Definitely.
And Stone looking for Merrigan, and will go off the leg of a Belchertown player. Merrigan has to chase it down.
Ball boy is not responding to that.
I'm not even going to speak of the ball boys again.
Good head by Monroe.
Goes out of bounds, and Devato won't even attempt to go get it. Finally, the ball boy activated once again. You should just put like a shock collar on him or something, you know, like shock him every time he's got to go grab it.
Brady, that's enough.
You got to activate him, you know.
And East Long Meadow.
And that'll pretty much do it. Clock ticks down to
Falls
0.
4-2.
Tough loss. Same result as last game. Another 4-2 loss for East Long Meadow, and their record will become now 4-7 in 2 or 3, I think.
Yeah.
So
It's all right. Just some miscommunication caused us this game, but hopefully they'll use that as a way to respond in the next game.
I believe their next matchup is against Minnechaug, and that will be at Minnechaug. So their next
Good
home
postgame?
game will be against West Springfield. That will be on the 18th of October here at 7 o'clock. So East Long Meadow suffers a defeat against the undefeated Belchertown. Belchertown improves the record to 9-0-3. So that'll do it here. Kaylee, thank you for joining me tonight
Of course, thanks for
on
having me.
LCAT, along with Bridget, who kind of left us hanging.
She dipped.
But I'm sure she says thank you. So now we'll hand it over to Chad O'Brien to help break it down with me for a few minutes.
How we doing, Dobek?
Chad, good to have you. I missed you tonight, but it was good to have Kaylee and Bridget up here.
Yeah, I heard some high-quality commentating up here, so.
Yeah, they did a great job, and so Chad, that'll do it tonight. Thanks,
Yeah.
thanks
All right.
for being on here. We're gonna head home.